Okay, let's head across to the Swiss Alps of Davos, where you're seeing the World Economic Forum underway. Who's who of India Inc. over there, giving direction to where they think the world economy is headed in the new year. Here is V Narendran of Tata Steel in conversation with ET Now, all the way from Davos, setting the agenda for 2023.
I think coming here, I go back more optimistic than when I came here because one is with China opening up, we are seeing a lot of pent up demand coming back into the system. And I think after the Chinese New Year, we'll start seeing the impact of that. If China does well, Europe will do well because Europe exports a lot into China. And the US has traditionally been quite resilient, and India has been a strong story. The Middle East is looking okay. So I think overall, there could be a 2023 which is not as bad as we feared. Also, inflation is settling in most countries, so the interest rates hikes may not be as significant as it was last year. So I think overall the feeling is yes, we are not out of trouble yet, but still there are some signs which look positive.
Specifically talking about the opening up of China, and I'm interested in knowing your view on this. What is the kind of impact you see on inflation and especially commodity prices going forward? Because that seems to be an unpredictable story. No one's quite sure the pace at which the Chinese economy will recover.
Yeah, so I think few things are happening, right? I mean, what I've been hearing in the different sessions that I've been attending, firstly, in the last 2 3 years, China has been saving at least 35%. You know, normally the savings rate is about 25%. So there is a lot of money out there waiting to be spent. Secondly, a lot of Chinese who live outside China are wanting to come back. A lot of Chinese in China want to travel overseas. So I heard a data point that the travel, is growing at more than 100% in China. I heard from the vice premier when he spoke, the Chinese vice premier, that there are going to be 5 billion trips in the next couple of weeks because of the Lunar New Year. So I think there are a lot of indications that China is going to bounce back faster than most people thought. I think China has also eased on travel. They were inviting people to come in, saying that there's no quarantine. So I think all that is positive. But like you said, yes, if China does well, that has an
Well, there you go. That's the top boss of Tata Steel joining live all the way from Davos. We'll keep getting you that interview through the day. But we're talking about steel right now, and you just heard from the Tata Steel top boss that entering the new year with far more optimism, better and bigger than last year.